Utility Arena, Cardiff, Monday 14 October. M&S Bank Arena, Liverpool, Tuesday 15 October. Utility Arena, Newcastle, Monday 4 November. O2 Arena in London, Tuesday 5 November. Sherborne Arena, Nottingham, Wednesday 6 November. Utility Arena, Sheffield. All tickets on sale now. Get yours. WWE.com/events.
Amazon now brings you the Champions League. Whoa, Champions League. What a fantastic night of football.
Tuesday's must-watch match. It doesn't get much better than that. Arsenal versus PSG. Tuesday from 6:30 p.m. It's on Prime.
Exciting news. Pandora's 3 for 2 promotion is on. Buy 2 pieces at full price and get the third one free. Show someone special that you're thinking of them, or treat yourself. But hurry, this offer won't be around for long. Offer ends 29th of September. Available in participating stores and at pandora.net/stars. Terms and exclusions apply.
The Philly cheesesteak is back at McDonald's. 2 big patties, crispy and grilled onions, cheddar cheese, all topped with American cheese sauce. What could be better?
It's really warm in here, guys. You can actually feel the heat. Feel it. Oh, you can feel it keeping the heat in. Obviously, this is a winter tent as well. I've got 2 porchways on either side.
The game of his life, but the manager says he's done. Your bet isn't. If your selected player comes off, we carry the bet onto the substitute. Enhanced big match bet builders with impact subs. That's proper value from William Hill. Available online and in shop. Selected competitions and markets. Cash out on online bets only. Available until players substituted. Full T's and C's apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
On DAB, online, and on your smart speaker. William Hill. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Eddie Hearn's the only promoter in the history. How do you think he handles this situation? I think he's stuck to every single issue. I all of a sudden thought I was Roy Jones Jr. and more than with Floyd Mayweather.
It's actually quite cold outside, but actually it's really warm in here. Obviously, you can take this one in the snow. It's got a bit of methylated spirits in my spirit burner. But yeah, it's really warm. Door that side. And the
Joining me today is a boxer who fought at 3 weight levels in his career, but famously achieved
is it on here?
success as a cruiserweight. The home of his boyhood club, Everton.
It's called the Nightcat. It's quite a good tent.
He's joined me on the podcast brought to you by William Hill as a man
Basically, guys,
but also known for being combustible at times. Even I felt the brunt
there's my tent. It's got like a frame on the outside.
broadcast last year.
Oh.
Apparently, you apologised to me on the QT back then. But would you like to take that opportunity to do it here publicly? No, once you've done it once, you don't need to do it again. But if you like, you can't apologise on the QT. It wasn't on the QT. I came out if you see your book.
Versus on Nasrallah, and all after.
Move too slow.
from that minute where we lost our way.
I think it's the best for a long time. Around. I wish that I'd spent a lot of money in boxing. I know you think to me and you say to me, yeah, you must be. Lloyd Hannigan in 1986 for that particular title. I went to see Minter when I was a 12-year-old boy with my dad, lose to Marvin Hagler. Yes. I've been fortunate enough to have to go around the world. So I love the sport. So anything I talk to you about today, and anything I talk about, even in slightly heated conversations with promoters that you like, yes, comes from a position of having a great deal of respect for the sports and the people that participate in. Never, even my observations about Anthony Joshua, who you were a fanboy for, are never coming from the position of disrespect.
You've labelled me twice now. You said that I'm a friend. I've known Edward a long time.
I didn't mention the name.
But you did. You did. You said the promoter. So I only have a relationship with one promoter in the whole world. And as for Josh, I've known Josh a long time, since before he put a professional glove on. I'm not a fanboy of him because I've been critical of him when he first turned pro. I was critical of his growing team, and I would tell him the things that I thought. But it is what it is. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. That's one thing that should never be taken away or stripped away. Anything that I put out there as an opinion, or anything that I label and say about someone, I can give you factual information to why I've said it when it comes to boxing. So there's nothing you could pick me up on here, any kind of topics you could say, you said this or you said that. You can quote me on absolutely anything.
The only thing I think with boxing sometimes, it seems to be the only place. I realise that the strength of mind requires to be a fighter, and I realise that the pride it takes to be a fighter. But it seems to me that in this particular space, and the conversations I've had with many fighters and people in boxing, the moment you criticise something, not even if it's fair criticism, because a lot of times people criticise it for the sake of it. They criticise so they can get some clickbait, and so they can make themselves look bigger in that particular moment, right, and use someone else as their prop. But I often find it that when you talk to someone in boxing, the moment you veer away from praise, football can be the same, Tone. Football can be the same. If you know, everyone likes, but sometimes fair criticism, and the moment you criticise somebody, like I did with Derek Chisora, when I said to him, you know, I don't want to see you fight Dillian Whyte for the third time because I've seen it. I want to see world level fights. And he said to me, "What's world level?" I said, "The level that beats you every time you step up to it." Happens to be a fact. It might not be the most pleasant of observations, but it's a fair observation. And so I find that when you criticise people, when you try to do it from an objective point of view, in your sport, people get quite prissy about it. And you got quite prissy with me because you didn't like what I said about Anthony Joshua.
I did, but that was based on the fact that you didn't know all the facts that I know. And it's on a bit of detail. Yeah. And then I'd made you aware of some of the facts that you was unsure about.
It adapted my thinking. You're right. Fair enough.
So I like to say when people say, and I say Anthony Joshua brought boxing to a level it's never been before, that's not an observation, that's fact. And I know you point out, well, Carl Froch sold 80,000 in Wembley Stadium, which 100% he did. We all know that. We'd heard Carl say it way more than 80,000 times. Yeah. But when you did say that, I have to also mention of Anthony Joshua made this a regular thing. It had been done before Carl Froch. Ricky Hatton had done it. Yeah. It had been done before Ricky Hatton. Frank Bruno had done it. Yeah. We can go back and back and back all the time. But the only fighter in the history of boxing who done this on a regular occasion was Anthony Joshua, because he started taking the show on the road. This boy is the first person to take boxing to the desert, to Saudi Arabia. This boy opened up a market that hadn't been opened or touched before, Simon, and that was my only point in.
You could say that about Muhammad Ali going to fight in Zaire. People do things, don't they?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He is, and I'm not saying in any way, shape or form he should be mentioned in the same breath as Muhammad Ali, but what I'm saying is he changed the game like Muhammad Ali changed the game for fighters in this country. I was here before he was here as a professional, and I've been here throughout his peak and his rise, and the game changed with him. Simon, it really did, because I was at the start of my professional career fighting in leisure centres, fighting in sports centres for buttons, and as I say, the growth and the rise was huge. It's like I fought in my third professional fight, I fought in front of 50,000 Welshmen. Joe Calzaghe fights Michael Kessler, and most people don't know this, but if you look back you'll see it on the record. And Joe Calzaghe was an absolute megastar, but he only has one major stadium fight.
No, that's true. No,
a man who
but isn't that a weight class thing as well, though?
It is, but the difference is weight classes are superseded, Simon, when you have a country behind you. So Canelo Alvarez, he has a country. You can fill stadiums, you fill arenas. So some fighters supersede that thing of weight classes and stuff like that. It does happen. It's like Nassim Hamid. If Nassim Hamid was around today,
Because of the personality as well.
He'd sell out Wembley Arena 10 times over. It's just, it's the world we live in and the characters we attach to. Just the thing about with Anthony Joshua is, under this media spotlight from 2012, huge, and just goes from success to success to success. And as we've done in this country and continue to do, we'll do this, and we can